Hey guys, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? Welcome to another adventure in paint pouring. On tonight's episode, I'm going to try to use my beat up split cup. It didn't hold up well. It's the slots got all wonky, I guess because it's a 3D printer version. So if it doesn't work out, I have plan B, which will be to try to do a bloom using my glue recipe. And then maybe plan C with some flip cups. So I have a couple canvases. I have two 12 by 12s and two 6 by 6s. We'll see how far along we get. But I'm going to try for the flip cup first. So let me get you down. Okay, looking good. So tonight for my pouring medium, I've decided to use my tried and true 4A12 recipe, which is 4 ounces of golden color pouring medium in gloss, 8 ounces of Elmer's glue all, and 12 ounces of water. My consistency is a little on the thick side, so let me pick a better color. So you can see the mound or the trace like that lasts a good second or two before it disappears into the paint. That's deliberate. I like my paints on the thicker side, especially for these split cup pours. And my color inspiration was actually my sweater, which is the shade of like pinky mauve colors. Brands recipe will be up on the screen at the very end of the video, but I'll yell out the colors as I go along. I've lined up my cups, so I'm just going to go for it. And instead of white, I'm actually going to, this is Amsterdam's Pearl Violet. So we're going to start off with that. And I'm hoping I have enough paint left over to do 2 paintings in 1 video. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'll leave a little room at the top. Next up is Van Dyke Brown. I gotta get a new split cup. This one's wonky already, those slots. I wanna try and find one that's not made with the 3D printer. I'm not happy with how quickly they bend. There's brown. Next up we have Permanent Red Violet, Amsterdam. Throw that guy in there. Followed by some, excuse me, excuse me, some iridescent copper fine by Golden. Yeah, it's still pretty thick. .12 by 12 canvas, followed by some Mars Black from Golden. So I'm mixing up my brands tonight. And then finally, the 6th color is Pearl Rose Quartz by Arteza. So one of their pearl metallics. It goes in this last one here. Okay, let's do this. Let's see, I'm just do it like this. What are you? Go away. Part of me is tempted to go fast and then just turn it and stay in the middle. It's slowing down. One of the colors is kind of glooping out, and I think it's because of the slot. I am going to have patience. I don't know if I like the brown. Let's see. Let's see. If you got that feathery look. Oh, I should probably put a little paint around this. There's some here, just to help it slide. Somebody wrote to me and said, "You're not using a base paint. All the other artists use a base paint. Why aren't you?" That's how I read it anyway in my little brain, because that's how it was written. And I didn't know if they were being like facetious or like dead serious, or, you know, there were so many different ways to read the tone of that comment. So I ended up just writing back, "I'm a rebel," which I cracked myself up. I was like, I do whatever I feel like doing, I guess. Like, I didn't know what to say. I'm so easily amused. Oh my goodness. All right, that looks good enough. Let me see, should I tilt it, spin it? Let's see if we're sliding around now. We are. I think the composition is hella boring. That's what I'm thinking. Hella boring. This does not look how I imagined it. Not one bit. Yeah, it's boring, right? That is totally boring. I don't like it. So what do I do about it? Well, I had this other, I don't want to waste the paint, and I'm not going to keep going because I don't like it. I just don't like it. So I did have this other idea of using this recipe, and I happen to have a cup. Where does it go? I grabbed it. See this right here? This is my cell activator for blooms. This is my titanium white mixed with my Floetrol. And I thought, now that I have a base down, I could just make a puddle and blow it out and see if you can just use this recipe with the bloom technique and a little bit of Floetrol. So let's do that for fun. And let me pop this open. I'm going to give this a stir and grab my hair dryer and come right back. That's a fail. Okay, since that was a fail, let's just take all of these colors, and I'm going to want something dark on the top. Oh, let's just make some puddles on top of it. I had this crazy idea that blooms could be the new swipe. You know, like when you have a fail and you don't want to waste your paint, and so you grab a color like black or white or whatever and you mix them up and then you swipe it and you get a pretty painting out of your fail. That's what this is. That's the idea. Let me go with some black. It's like, oh, I got a fail. Let's just use that like it's our base paint. And even though this isn't, you know, mixed with untinted paint, whatnot, we could still use it. I'm going to skip the pearl white though. And I even have a plan C. My plan C is, I'm actually going to throw a little more black on top of that. My plan C is to throw some silicone into these leftover colors and just do a flip cup. That'll be plan C. But that's it. All right, I'm going to take my cell activator here. All right, giving it a good stir. Let me stir it up some more. It's been sitting around for a few days. I added like a dollop of fresh Australian Floetrol to wake it up a little bit. And let's see if this works. Let's pop that bubble. I'm already kind of worried because I don't see a halo around my white, which I always like to see. All right, so cool air, high fan. So I definitely got cells. They're a lot smaller than normal. I'm going to give that a second to sit and collect in the middle. Maybe hold my hair and just give a baby puff. Like that. And that is slow to rise because it's not house paint. So it might not raise up the same way, you know, because it's just the glue recipe. But I'm going to give it 10 more seconds here. I'm keeping an eye on this divot right here where I just puffed. And then we'll give it a spin and see what it does. Just out of curiosity. If that doesn't work, then I will gather the paint into the middle and add silicone and flip cup on top of this paint. So, you see I got paint on my corners? All right, it's almost level. Let's give this a spin. Oh my gosh, it's really pretty. Lots of white. Blending of the colors. It seems like everything is moving really slowly with this. I guess because of the different concoction. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. I think it's really slow in selling up. I am just gonna wait and see what that does. And then if it stays the same, I'll take it. This is really pretty. This color blending in here when I get you guys down is just gorgeous. This is all kinds of copper cells over the red. over the red violet, I mean. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I let it sit for a few minutes and nothing really happened. It stayed the same. That initial spin was strong enough that there's not any real leftover paint. I think this guy is done. It's different and interesting and kind of like good to know. If you have a fail and you don't feel like swiping, here's an alternative. Let me hold this up. I think I have enough paint to do a little guy, and I do like these colors, so I think I'm gonna just do a little flip cup on a 6x6, just for giggles, because I just kind of am interested. I saw what the colors look like with the split cup, did not like it. This is pretty, but I think the prettiest of all might be a flip cup with these shades. So let's do that. Let me just grab this and put them behind me, and I'll hold this up. I'll give you a close-up at the end as usual, but I'll give you a little preview right now. If I can get my fingers under it. So some really pretty parts to this. So there's that one. Oh, it's super pretty in the light. Wipe off my fingers. And I have a chunky 6x6 right here. And I don't have white, but I will use this pearl white or this pearl violet as my white. Was it violet or what was it called? Yeah, pearl violet. I'm gonna use that as my white. And I'm gonna add a touch more pouring medium to that because it looks quite thick. That one does. Give that a quick stir. That's a fair amount too. That would be a lot of white in this canvas. So let's use a fresh cup. And that'll be our base at the bottom. And I'm gonna use my Spot On treadmill silicone, and I'm just gonna put, this hardly is any paint, so I'm just gonna put like 2 tiny drops of that in my copper. Give it a mix. I'm gonna put, I have like a half a cup of the red violet, so I'm gonna give that one 2 big drops. 1, 2, stir that up. Ugh, I'm usually not this messy. And then 2 drops for the other colors real quick. I'm just gonna do that off camera. 2 into the pink. Give these guys a quick stir. Black. My Van Dyke brown. Red violet. All right, here we go. So let's go copper. So we'll just do a little flip cup. I'm going to go black next. Change up the order a little. That's plenty of paint. Deep sides on this, so that's why I'm using half a cup. All right, we ready? Let's see what happens. I'm gonna wash my hands while we
Alright.
wait a second. Let's see what happens. Got those deep sides, so I am going to put all the paint on this guy. Pour brown. Like if you try to use brown, it is Van Dyke browns. The Van Dyke brown is semi-transparent. Most browns are transparent. It is hard to get them to show up. Really is. Although it is showing up right now on my sweater where I splooged myself. All right, I'm gonna torch. Usually I tilt first. I'm gonna go ahead and torch first. Maybe a little brown. We got the pearl violet to show up. And the copper showed up. Where's the black too, right? Where'd that go? I did put in black, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Let me just move this around. Let me stop and stare at this for a second. That's pretty. I don't like this. It looks like a dark smear on it. That will bug me. Definitely bug me. Got coverage on my sides. These cells are glorious. These are beautiful. Got the rings. The copper cells here. I have some, I stirred the paint. I have a couple of offensive caterpillars right here that look like male body parts. I'm gonna try and get rid of, or at least stretch them out or something, because they will not do, and do something about this dark spot right here that I just not a fan of. So let's start with the offensive part. There we go. Say see ya. And then kind of wiggle the paint up some. Spread out those copper cells would be nice. And take off the black. Yeah, that's prettier. I'm gonna come off this one side over here too. A bit. And then bring it back. That's just, it's just pretty, y'all. It's just very, very pretty. All right, at least we got two tonight. Let me put him next to the other guy and get you guys down for a close-up. Hey guys, I think I have time. Well, I do have time. I think I have just enough paint to eke out one more 6x6. And as pretty as that other one is, this one, I want some more drama. And you know how I poured off the black? This time I'm going to use my black and use that as the bottom. So it's guaranteed to be on top and hopefully get some drama with the black cells. The other one is like, it's soft and pretty, and I'm looking for more drama. So that way I can use up all of this paint. And other than the paint I spun off for that one, it means I hardly wasted anything tonight. So, oh, in case you guys haven't heard, I'm going to be doing the 3 yes and no challenge with Sarah Mack. I find out my fate, I think this weekend, where she's going to tell me what I'm allowed to do and what I cannot do. So that should be very fun. I'll stir up my red violet a little more. Let's put some more. And then the pink. I've decided too that I am not a pearl girl. That's hard to say. But like these colors that just, you know, they're all soft and subtle or whatever, they're really like, they're not my jam. A little too soft for me. Look at that. That's a little over half a cup. That should be plenty. And I used up all my paint. Oh, I have a little bit of brown. We'll throw that in for good measure. There we go. Since it never shows up anyway, it might as well be on the bottom. All right. I'm kind of stoked by that 12 by 12 with the bloom. That came in handy. All right, ready? I'm not going to wait too long. Let my cup dribble on it. I got a little bit of black. See, this I'm liking. See what I mean? Like the drama of the colors. That's what I'm talking about right there. Definitely more my speed. Let me scrape out the cup. Big old bubble. Is that it? That cup be empty. Let me see what's in my other old cup. If there's anything I can scrape out of here. Just for those deep sides. All right, looking good. Same thing again, I'm gonna torch first and then tilt. If this was a large canvas where I didn't have the sides where you could tip off clusters of cells, I would definitely tilt first, but I'm not too worried about that here. Pop some bubbles first. Give that a second, like that right there, where it made a row of cells, that'll come off. I'm gonna try and save some of this ombre pink. That part's really pretty. And I like my lines through here too. All right. It makes me wish I would have done the black at the bottom of that first guy, but what are you gonna do? Hindsight. I'm just gonna wiggle my way down to this corner here. Close enough, I can go for it. Swing the paint back. Oh, I want to save a little bit of that pink. Oh, that's a fun corner. It's like a reverse bikini corner. Let me stop and stare at this a second for the composition. You got a dark bottom with this light top. I don't think I like that. I want to take that off and some of this dark off. So two different ends. Let me try for this corner first. The bottom of my canvas, by the way, is completely taped. Not just the 4 edges, like the whole thing. Oh, I lost my pink. Dang it. That's all right, we can stretch out cells and brighten it up just a bit down here, because I like the black, but it was a little too much. So swung it off of here, and then some off of this, my right corner right there, all the way. And then rearrange it the way we like it. Stop and stare. Oh, I still like that one big cell in the corner. Ugh, that pink bikini corner. I think I'm gonna live with it though. Let me put it like this for you guys. And I have to get coverage. Here. I think I got enough paint off. I had plenty of paint. I don't know why I was so worried. I guess because it felt thick. That one is spectacular, if I do say so myself. That is really pretty. The other one is pretty too, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, the other one is like the shy sister that wants to stay home and read Pride and Prejudice, and this one wants to hit the nightclubs. That was a crazy analogy I just made up. Yeah, I know I'm in love with it because I keep staring at it. I'm done. Ta-da! Let me move him next to his shy sister, and I'll show you all 3 up close for real this time. Be right back. Okay, here's the first one. Excuse the glare from the pot lights. Now, that was a very interesting experiment. I mean, it worked for the most part, but I think without that cushy base that the house paint gives you, because, you know, I had spun it out a little bit for the split cup pour, I think if it was cushier underneath, I might have gotten some bigger cells. But what I did get is really, really quite lovely. I like the white. I like the negative space areas and the cells with the color, like that part over there with the copper and the red violet. Super, super pretty. Same over here. So there's that one. Pretty dang happy with the 12 by 12. And then let's jump over to the first 6 by 6. This is the nice, you know, shy sister. Very lovely, very, very pretty. Color soft. Just really quite lovely. Great cells. I like the composition and the movement of that one. But it's nothing like Party Boy here. See the difference by putting the black at the bottom? It just made for much more drama. And it's just more eye-popping all the way around. For whatever reason, it is not picking up. These are like 5 different shades of colors in here. And my camera's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna make everything pink. But it's not. Anyway, I'm really happy with that one as well. So there's the 2. And then the 12 by 12. Let me say goodbye. Hey everybody, it's Karen. I'm back with the dried results of these little guys. It's, I don't know, maybe 18 hours later. And they're just about dry. I'm just pulling the tape. Now, here is the, what is that? Here's the first one, the soft one. Let me get up close. get out of my own shadow. Super pretty, soft, elegant. I really like that one. The gold has really woken up with the dried version here. It's gonna look amazing resined. So there's that one. Here's the bold version. Oh, look at the back. It's a mess. See, I tape up the back completely, and that's why, because of my spinner. And I do like to pull tape fairly early. I always use fresh tape for resin. I don't like to wait, because I find that the paint, it gets too hard and stiff and is prone to pulling the paint right off the canvas if you wait. So I like to do it now. And then when I resin in a couple weeks, I'll put fresh tape down on the back. It was bugging me, so I had to do that real quick. Anyway, sorry. Here's the Bold Brother. It's gorgeous as well. I can't wait to finish these guys off. Super happy with that. The colors are amazing. That's the one with the black background. And then finally, the big 12 by 12 here. Dried, super smooth, super glossy. I think it's the GAC. So hopefully the shimmer is showing up on here. Like, it really doesn't even need anything. This one, I think I'm just going to put a light varnish. It doesn't need to be resin because it's already so glossy. Hopefully that's conveying. So there they are. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye. Dang, I'm pretty happy, y'all. That worked out really, really well. I knew those colors together would be pretty. It was just a matter of getting them in the right order with the right technique, pretty much. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you, what's today? Sunday, snowy Sunday here in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. I'll see you guys in a few days. Until then, stay warm, stay dry, take care, love each other, and peace out.